Hi guys, this is Yasir from WPHowKnow, and in today's video I will show you how you can install SSL certificate on your website for free on Namecheap. Normally when you buy a hosting package from Namecheap, they provide you with positive SSL certificates that you can install on your websites. But those certificates expire after 1 year and you have to renew them by paying a renewal fee of around $12 per year per certificate. But after watching today's video, there will be no need to pay these fees. In fact, by using the method that I will cover in this video, you will be able to install SSL certificate on almost every web hosting, whether shared hosting or dedicated hosting. You will just need the shell access. And by using the shell access, we will install Let's Encrypt SSL certificate on our website, which is totally free. Once installed, it will auto renew after a certain period of time without having you to perform any action. Additionally, you will also be able to cover the subdomains under the same certificate as well. Now without any further delay, let's start. First, log in into your Namecheap account, then go to the cPanel by clicking hosting list here. And from here, click on this drop down button and then go to cPanel. Now before continuing the installation of certificate, you will have to perform two actions. First, you will need to enable the SSH access or shell access to your web server so we can run the shell commands to install SSL certificate on our website. And the second thing that you will need to do is to uninstall or remove any certificate if already present on your website so that it don't interfere with our newly installed certificate. And for your convenience, I have created separate videos on both of these points and you can find them in the video description below. And once you perform these actions, you are good to go with the installation of the certificate. Once you do that, go to the SSH terminal by clicking the terminal link here under the advanced section. First, we will need a script on our server that will help us to install SSL certificates on our website. So for that, you have to run this command. You can find the commands in the video description below. I will paste them there. And once you see install success here, it means that the script is successfully installed on our server. And to verify that, you can go to your file manager by clicking this file manager link here. And you should see a .acme folder here. And if you don't see the .acme folder here, like in my case, it probably due to the settings of your server. Now to change the settings, go to this corner here and click on the settings button here. And enable this option show hidden files and then click on save. And now you can see that .acme folder is showing here, which means that our command has run successfully. And now let's see how to install certificate for our website. For that, once again go back to your terminal. Now here I will run some commands that will help me to install certificate on my website. First, let's see what is in our current directory by entering ls. It is showing that in my current directory I have the following folders, and I will also need to get the current working directory. For that, I will write pwd and I will use this in my next command. And here is the command to create SSL certificate for our website. Here we are asking for creating an SSL certificate for this domain, which is yasir.website. -d stands for domain. And you can see that I have entered two domains. One is my main website and other is with www version. And if you have some other subdomains, you can add them similarly by adding -d and after that the subdomain name. And here we are entering the path to the root file of my website. In my case, set files are present in public HTML folder, so I have written public HTML here. And if you have your website core files in some other directory, like if you have your website files in ssl.yasir.website, then you will paste that folder address here. And after that, you will have to write this command --server let's encrypt and click on enter button. Now it will take a few seconds to create SSL certificate for our websites that we will need to install in our next step. And with this, the certificate for our website is ready. Now we have to install it on our website. For that, once again go to your cPanel and from here search SSL and go to this link SSL/DLS, and from here click on this manage SSL sites. But first let's see the certificate that is being created. So open this folder that we have recently created, and here you can see that this is the folder in which we have SSL certificate for our Yasser.website. And I will open this folder, and these two files that we are gonna need to install SSL certificate on our website. Now let's go back to our SSL page, and to install the SSL certificate for your website, click on this drop down button here and select the domain on which you want to install SSL certificate. In our case, we are going to install SSL certificate on Yasser.website, so I will click on here. Now we will need two things: the certificate CRT and the private key, and you can find them in this folder here. This is the certificate or CTR, so I will open it in a new window so I can copy its content. Copy all of this content and paste in this CRT field. Similarly, we will need now the private key. Go to this folder, open this in a new tab and copy all of this content from here. Once copied, paste this in this private key field here. The certificate bundle is optional and you can leave as it is. It won't affect your certificate. After that, click on this install certificate button here. Now it will just take a few seconds to install SSL certificate on our website, and once done we will get a confirmation message. And here you can see that our SSL is installed successfully and you will get this message. Now it can take up to 5 minutes for the certificates to be effective. While it is getting ready, let's make sure that our certificate will auto renew. For that, once again go to your cPanel by clicking the CP icon here, and from here search for CRON jobs. Open the CRON jobs, and if you see a CRON job here that contains .acme.sh, it means that our SSL certificate will renew after a certain period of time. Now to check whether your certificate is installed successfully and in the right way, go to this link WPHowKnow/SSL checker and type in the URL of your website. In my case it is Yasser.website, and after that click on this check button here. And if you see all the greens here, it means that SSL certificate is installed on your website successfully. And if you see any of the red information here, it will mean that your SSL certificate is not installed correctly and you may have to repeat the process again. And here you can see that our certificate is Let's Encrypt, which is totally free and it will renew after a certain period of time itself. You won't have to do anything to renew the certificate. Now also let's check the certificate is installed on our website or not. For that I will access the website with my HTTPS version. For now I will remove www. I will test it later. And now you can see that our website is accessible with HTTPS, which means that SSL certificate is installed successfully on our website. Since we already have installed SSL certificate for our www version, so let's test that as well. So I will type in www and I will press enter. And now you can see that our www version of website is also accessible with HTTPS, which means that SSL certificate is working for both www and non-www version of our website. And now I really hope that you find this video useful, and if you do, please hit the like button and share this video, and don't forget to subscribe to this YouTube channel for more WordPress and web hosting related tutorials. Thanks for watching.